So as you guys can see here, she is dribbling down, she plants her foot, she passes the ball to Kelsey Mitchell on the back door, and then when she is running back on the other end of the court, it seems like she's grabbing her groin area. Now it also seems like she's grabbing her right groin area.
Indianapolis spent months hyping this weekend as Caitlin Clark's home court coronation. Instead, Thursday morning delivered a gut punch.
It's getting out of control at this point, and even Caitlin Clark's brother tweeted, "This one is on the refereeing." Like, there are people in Caitlin Clark's family who are starting to call out the referees because of how bad they have been.
The WNBA's brightest new superstar is out of the All-Star game and three-point contest after straining her right groin against the Connecticut Sun. Mid-third quarter in Boston, where the Sun had shifted the game to meet demand, Clark tried to split a trap, slipped, and clutched her inner thigh. She asked out immediately.
When she goes over to the bench, she starts crying, and I've honestly never seen Caitlin Clark cry on the court except when she lost the national championship game. She keeps it together no matter what is happening, but you could just tell that something happened on that play.
Thursday's MRI revealed a mild adductor strain. The fever ruled her out for All-Star weekend and labeled her day-to-day. Clark's response mixed frustration and realism. "I'm incredibly sad and disappointed. I have to rest my body," she said, promising to attend the events and help Liberty coach Sandy Brondello from the bench.
What's worse than the injury is the refs, dog. Like, the refs are terrible. Y'all play a part in these injuries. Y'all play a part in all of these injuries. Y'all don't call nothing. Y'all don't call nothing, bro.
Fans who voted her the top overall starter will get an honorary assistant instead of a floor general. Through 13 games, Clark averages 16.2 points, 8.8 assists, and 5 rebounds.
It's a big deal. The WNBA All-Star Game was the most watched event last season in the entire WNBA calendar, including the playoffs. So it is a massive deal for Caitlin Clark not to be a part of it.
This is her third lower body setback since May. Quad tightness cost her the preseason opener. A quad strain on May 24th sidelined 5 regular season games. An earlier groin tweak stole 4 more in June. Specialists say repeated soft tissue injuries hint at cumulative fatigue. Proof that packing 40 games and commercial flights into 13 weeks leaves little recovery time.
Caitlin Clark, in her rookie year, was invited to the NBA All-Star Game for the three-point shootout, and she said no. You know why she said no? Because she wanted to do it in Indiana for the WNBA. She could have literally went last season, blew her brand up even more than what it was, and instead she looked at the WNBA first. She tried to be loyal to the WNBA.
Inside the locker room, teammates strike a sober tone. Aaliyah Boston admitted Clark hates sitting, yet accepted the medical decision. Without her, Indiana's offense earlier this year plummeted to a league-worst 81 rating.
Like, seriously, no one's saying break your back for her. No one's saying kiss her ass. But y'all can stop a lot of these fouls. Anybody is going to get hurt if they're getting hammered and fouled every single game that they play. And they did nothing. They did absolutely, positively nothing.
At 9-12, the Fever sit 2 games outside the final playoff spot. Their first post-break test is July 23rd in Phoenix. Even a cautious 10-day hiatus leaves a slim margin. All-star plans reshuffle. Washington's Ariel Atkins replaces Clark. Seattle's Jewel Lloyd slides into the starting lineup, and promotional spots are recut overnight.
Like JC Sheldon here, sticking up her leg and hitting Caitlin Clark in the left groin. How is that not a foul? Like, how exactly are you able to lift your leg like this and it not be called a foul?
Ticket prices dipped roughly 20%, yet a capacity crowd is still expected. Brand fallout is steeper. Nike postponed unveiling Clark's first signature shoe. ESPN must rebuild a broadcast originally scripted around her local appeal. Losing her for even one marquee night forces broadcasters and sponsors to improvise in real time. A reminder that the WNBA's momentum, while broad-based, still leans heavily on her orbit.
I mean, this is just a regular possession that she's just being double. Look at this. At one point, she's almost triple teamed. I mean, the physicality, the level of defense that they play on this girl, and then the fact that she just never gets the calls.
If nothing else, the hiccup may accelerate conversations about diversifying marketing spotlights across the league's deep talent bench. Clark will use the pause deliberately. Trainers mapped pool work and core strength sets to fortify the adductor. Brondello joked her new assistant will diagram end of timeout plays instead of bombing logo threes. On Instagram, Clark posted, "Pause button is not equal to stop button." Fans toggled between sadness and number sign, rest Caitlin solidarity. Some dumped tickets, others kept theirs just to cheer her on from the bench.
It's like, understand who are the players who are going to be great and going to make people want to watch them play, watch the WNBA. It's these skill players, and you want to see them use their skills, not be physically beaten up.
9-year-old Lily Hernandez clutching a homemade number. 22 poster outside the arena told local TV, "I'd rather see her healthy in August than limping in July." That sentiment dominated social media. Disappointment mixed with fierce protectiveness. Sports medicine researcher Dr. Emily Liu notes that grade 1 adductor strains cause microscopic fiber tears and dull pain, but no structural damage. Rehab starts with 48 hours of rest and ice before progressing to range of motion drills, core stabilization, and sprint work. The biggest danger is mistaking pain-free walking. Indiana's scheme revolves around Clark-centric pick and rolls and transition threes. Without her, Coach Christy Sides will pivot to high post actions through Boston, with Lexi Hull and Erica Wheeler handling creation. In the 4 earlier games Clark missed, the Fever averaged just 65 points and shot 27% from deep. Role players insist they have grown since June, yet the margin for error shrinks. The financial pinch extends beyond the league. Ticket IQ reported resale prices dropping from $340 to $270 within hours, about $1.2 million in evaporated secondary value. Downtown augmented reality activations built around Clark's shooting motion have been mothballed until she returns. Sponsors remain committed, but some planned pop-up shops quietly postponed openings. League optics loom large. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert has marketed Clark as a global ambassador, yet partial charter flight access remains a sore spot. "We can't preach player first if the travel schedule breaks them," former MVP Elena Deldon tweeted. Engelbert responded that full charter service is coming in 2026, but players want immediate change. Atkins called her late invitation bittersweet, but vowed to seize the spotlight. If she erupts Saturday, casual viewers may discover another star hiding in plain sight. Proof that the talent pool runs deeper than any one name. Long-term, the math is unforgiving. Should Clark return by August 1st, Indiana will have 15 games left and likely need a 10-5 finish to reach the playoffs. 6 contests are against teams currently. Saturday's showcase will pivot to whoever grabs it. Maybe Arike Ogunbowale catches fire. Maybe Aja Wilson posts a triple-double. Maybe Sabrina Ionescu drains 30 of 40 balls to win the 3-point crown. Meanwhile, Clark will log every substitution pattern into her mental hard drive. The rehab clock started the moment she limped to the bench. Groin strains are fickle, so the Fever won't gamble a long-term engine for a one-night exhibition. She is not merely a rookie, she is an economic catalyst and, on most nights, a walking highlight reel. Indiana will protect that investment. When cameras pan to the bench Saturday, they'll find Clark in a tailored jacket, not a jersey, but the fire behind her eyes won't dim. Absence can amplify legend. Give her 2 weeks, maybe 3, and the sequel could explode. For young fans, the emotional stakes are just as high. Clark's mother shared that her daughter has received more than 300 handwritten get-well letters since the announcement, many from grade school hoopers who call her Super Kate. Fever staff plan to hang a mural of the notes outside the locker room. Even off the court, she is a gravity well, pulling entire communities into the women's basketball orbit. Because pauses, as Clark has proven since high school gyms first trembled at her shooting